And is that something that you always did? Like, did you always aim to like have your own sound or have a unique sound, or is that something that you kind of developed over the years?
It started like back when I was in prison, right? It
Yeah.
started from there for real. Like I was like, how do I not have sound? Because me and my cellie was talking about it, and he was like, I'm like, you sound different when you rap. Like you don't sound like nobody that's how we a rap. I'm like,
Yeah.
what you mean by that? He like, oh, you sound like you different from everybody. Like you gotta keep that.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, how do I keep that? So like you see, yeah, you're right. Like you said, so I grew into it now. Like
Okay.
I think I kind of like mastered it.
All right. And so I was listening to your latest project, the Fall Off EP.
Yeah.
I really like the intro. Like, what was the creative process behind the intro and just like the entire EP as a whole?
It was gonna be a year. It was gonna be a year before 13 months later since I dropped how it started. So during that time, a lot of people saying Quette need to release more, all this stuff, whatever. I had some personal issues I'm dealing with.
Yeah.
So like I named it the Fall Off, but I just knew like everybody was gonna say like Quette fell off, you can't do it no more. He was the one hit wonder with the album, it was good. Can you follow up to it? That's what everybody wanted to know. So I named it the Fall Off, and it wasn't. It ain't had the same sound like how it started. Did, you know what I'm saying? It was more so. I got like deeply in my lyrical side of that one, and like personal side of a lot of things I was dealing with at the time going through. I put that on there, and not thinking that everybody was gonna crash to that one either. Like didn't like it. Like, I didn't think that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, 'cause you touched on a lot of personal topics on that tape. Like, so yeah, it was definitely a good one. So do you like, you know, telling those stories, you know, because a lot of the stuff you talk about, like you talk about, you know, situations that a lot of people from your neighborhood are familiar with. Like, how is the feedback like that? Do you ever get, you know, do people appreciate it? Do people give you pushback for it? Like,
They actually love it.
They love it.
They
Yeah.
appreciate it. They like it.
Yeah.
Well, that's not I'm not doing or saying too much or
Yeah.
overly doing it or lying. Like I make sure like every lyric I just will be trying to be making sure you entertain, but at the same time I'm making sure that I always gotta tell the truth and be real.
Yeah.
Always. Yeah. Always. Every single lyric.
Definitely.
Like all the way on.
Yeah, and you come from a very real environment, an environment that produced like a lot of great artists in this city. Artists, producers, go-go members, players. Like, how do you feel like that all kind of influenced you? Because I feel like the Quarters really, you know, like when it comes to DC and DMV music, like that's a neighborhood that really contributed a lot to it. So, like, what impact has that kind of had on you?
Oh, it had a big impact.
Yeah.
I get to sit, like, I'm cool with everyone around the neighborhood. So
Yeah.
I get to sit back, I get to hear their stories.
Yeah.
I get to give them feedback on they know mine.
Yeah.
I'm talking from anything from sports to basketball to rap. It's like I just take it all in and I go from there. Like, so it'd be a lot of them influence me, a lot of them.
Yeah,
Especially the artists.
Definitely, man. And like, how has Big I was telling me that Mike B was your brother. I know Mike B. He like
he might be.
he a legend from the Quarters, from the city. Like, how was it like being? You're his younger brother or older brother?
I'm his younger brother.
Younger brother. Like, how was it like being like his younger brother growing up?
It was like the best. Like,
Yeah.
He got arrested. It was like they took my best friend.
Yeah.
That was in 2005.
Yeah.
But
Well, how old were you at the time?
I was 13.
When he was what, 19?
19.
19, yeah.
So he got arrested. It was good, man. His little brother.
Yeah.
It was very, very fun. Always fun.
Yeah.
I got to experience the go-go's at a young age.
Yeah.
I got to get a lot of my experience for the things I learned, like streetwise, like from him, and school-wise. Like he was hands-on with everything. So that was my guy.
Did you ever feel like the pressure to kind of maybe live up to like the legacy he had? Because, you know, people talk about him, like people talk about him in very high regards, at least from the people I've heard about, you know, heard speaking name, they've always had very, you know, good things to say about him.
No, I wasn't nothing to live up to, or
Yeah.
I mean, for a time, of course, I was his little brother. I was in the streets for a time. Me and my crew, we was him and his crew at times, you know what I'm saying? The typical shit kids do.
Yeah.
But overall, like, nah, I was always my own self. Like,
Yeah.
I was trying to be nobody.
Always trying to, you know, stand 10 toes on who you are.
Yeah.
Okay,
You know,
okay.
when you different, people call it weird.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah, we was all, man, mine was a little, man, my crew was always a little different. Like,
Yeah.
we ain't into what everybody doing, because
Yeah.
the trends are trying to live up to no hype or be no one.
Yeah, that's a theme.
But I definitely get that a lot because of who he is.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, you know, and kind of being on your own 10 toes, like, you know, just doing what you feel like is like just doing what you want to do is something I kind of is a theme I've seen, you know, throughout this interview. Like when it comes to the music, even how you carry yourself in the streets, in the jail, you know, you kind of just always, you know, you kind of just carry it how you carry it. You know?
Yeah, I got a real big problem like with being told what to do.
Yeah.
But nah, like I
Why
don't have a problem with listening. Like,
Yeah.
at all.
Oh, you just don't like, you know, authority or just unnecessary
Yeah, like
authority.
unnecessary authority.
Okay.